everybody, and welcome to the Dice Stormers. We are playing the frequency of... What am I calling this one?
Travel or something?
No, that was the last one. The frequency of sleep. So this is episode 2. If you have not seen episode 1, I suggest you go back and view the first one. But if you are here and you have watched episode 1, welcome. This is a good journey to have you on. I would like to, ask some help in the comments. I've had a lot of experience in Dungeons & Dragons playing pre-made adventures, but I have very little experience playing and running adventures in Call of Cthulhu that are pre-made. Haven't played the Masks of Nyarlathotep, haven't played any of the other ones.
Played that one.
It's not kind of something that we do here, right? At the Dice Stormers. I mean, Murray, we've played Alone Against the Flames.
Yeah, we've done a couple of those, but those were the one person.
The one shot.
And we did do the box, the starter box. We did the starter box with the girls when we had the sisters.
Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. But that's kind of my extent of playing pre-made adventures. So I'd love to know what my adventures are in comparison to those pre-made adventures, and if there are any things that those things do that I could take on board, or any ways that I can improve the story. So love to hear your comments below.
Let the flaming begin.
Yeah. All right. Where are we? We are in the hotel in San Francisco, and the investigators have obtained a box from a burnt tenement of fire at a local place, and they've found this box right at the epicenter of this horrendously bright but strangely silent burning fire, and it appeared to have green flames rather than orange and red flames, but this appears to be the ignition source. And they've brought it back to their hotel room. They got chewed out by the BOI agent who is looking after them at the moment, and then he wanted to open the box, and they argued that they shouldn't, and I think that's where we left it. Does that sound about right?
I think we were planning on finding a safe place to open the box.
Okay.
Sometime in the future. Yeah.
And the runes on the box are raised rather than incised. No, incised rather than raised. Is that right?
Yeah. So the first box you've got, the runes are embossed on the top, and they're raised. But if you look closely at the second box, it appears as though like a metal spike has been used with a hammer to indent the symbols, the same symbols on the top of the box. And also, if you look closely, the symbols have been flipped horizontally.
So if you put the two boxes on top of each other, they kind of stack perfectly.
Yeah, this new box is sort of small.
Is it a turn?
It's a different size.
Ah, right.
In terms of color theory, green is to red and orange 180, so two 90-degree turns, or is it?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's...
We do have an appointment tomorrow at the library.
Okay. We
might be able to figure some of that stuff.
I don't think we should open the box until then. Until we have some kind of idea.
If we can find out what's going to happen before it happens, we can open it more safely. Or choose never to ever to open it. As the case may be.
Exactly right.
Totally agree. So in the middle of the night, I open the box. No.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't
wake up.
We should probably put them in two separate safes rather than the same safe, because otherwise that would be problematic.
Good point.
I'll take... No.
You'll sleep with one under your pillow.
Yeah. It'll be in a safe. It'll be safe.
Yeah. I definitely don't think the DOI guy should get it.
He's quite willing to hold it.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
we know.
I think we should say, we should reiterate that we're doing research tomorrow, and therefore let's wait till we know more. Especially if they're, for me, having been attuned to the green box, if this next box is the opposite to that, that could be bad.
Have you? Sorry, you said you were attuned to the green box?
Well, no, because I'm attuned to greenness, and I know that from the doctor there that he's got some green. We're kind of affiliated with our greenness, and from what they told me about the other box, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
So somehow an opposite box probably is a bad thing. So Jack,
I think I should keep the box.
Well, actually, no. I should keep the box because if I think it's the opposite of what I would ever open, I won't ever open it. Unlike the doctor here, who's
pretty sure this box has been used up, hasn't it? So it's not super likely to.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we should. Open
That's certainly
and find
what Marcus seems to think.
Well, the other box is intact. When the box was opened on the train, did it disintegrate?
No.
No, it was a glorious revealing of power. Yeah.
Potential. Yes.
All right. Well, it is the next morning. Do you want to head off to the library?
To the library.
Definitely.
And Jack is going to stay behind. He will.
He's got a hangover.
Do you want to leave the box with him? That's like
Well, we'll leave the box in the safe with Jack, with no chance of him getting the code.
Combination.
Okay. Which box? I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of. I'm gonna peel back the curtain.
I'm gonna be an old-fashioned archaeologist, which Barty will appreciate. I'm gonna take a rubbing.
Okay.
Get the paper and the crayon.
Oh, I think we did that.
Yeah,
we did that.
Alistair Thorne did it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to take a rubbing of both boxes?
Yeah. Why not? Just keep the two sheets of paper separate, just in case.
Man, I really want Indiana Jones music playing right now. It'd be so cool.
Sorry,
okay.
I'm going to break immersion for a second. Has anyone watched Shrinking? The new Harrison Ford series where he's playing a psychologist. He comes into a room going dun 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 dun. You're like, oh my gosh, that's so meta. That's so many layers.
I've been watching Stargate SG-1.
And
in the very first episode of that,
off track.
We are off track.
So bad.
In the very first episode of that, somebody says we can't just MacGyver a solution out of this, and I was like,
nice. Love it.
I understood that reference.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I do have all of the symbols that are on the box. Do you want me to share that with you?
Yep.
Yes.
So on the top of the box is a kind of like a spiral with a line through it. This is the one symbol that kind of hurts to look at. Like it's disconcerting. It starts out being a symbol, a spiral, and then it turns into concentric circles, but you're not entirely sure where that transition happens, and it's very odd it gives you a very odd feeling just to kind of look at that symbol. Then there's kind of a circle with a whole bunch of geometric lines that pass through it. The third symbol on the left side of the box has a number of arrows pointing off in the points of the compass. On the left side of the box is another circular device with kind of like almost sort of feet that go round in a circle. And then on the right side of the box is another symbol with an infinity section at the bottom of it. And on the bottom of the box is what looks like to be an eye that is frowning on top of a arms and legs. So yes, they're all a bit strange. And when Marcus comes into the room, he says, "So, gentlemen, what's the plan for today? If you like, I can take us to a BOI training ground where we can operate in relative secrecy and safety."
I believe the library would be the best bet first.
All right, Berkeley University Library.
Yeah, I think if we can find out some information, or at least have some guesses of what might happen if we open the box before we try it, I think that would be prudent.
All right. He brings the car around to the front of the hotel, and you all pile in. As he's driving towards the university, you see him checking the rearview mirror a couple of times, and looking out. He seems to be very sort of on edge as he's moving through the city.
New information's come in, perhaps?
Can I take a look to see if we've got a tail? See if we've become monkeys?
Yeah, sure. Give me a spot hidden.
Yeah.
I fail.
Yeah, you don't notice anyone, but he looks at you, Arthur, and sort of says, "Yes, we believe that that members of SJF Holding are here in the city. So I believe my superiors are looking into moving you pretty soon. Your next destination is still the South Pacific, is that correct?"
Can't remember.
I think that was sort of...
We will go where the clues lead us.
Yeah, that was based on pretty preliminary information.
The symbols, do they look like Islander sort of symbols?
Not maybe one or two of them.
We've been looking at them for a while, haven't we? So any kind of connections to Greek, Roman don't.
Can I make an anthropology roll?
Sure.
That's my
my
thing.
I really hope you succeed now.
I think I got a hard. No, I got an extreme.
Hey.
Oh. Wow.
And I never get to roll anthropology because,
Yeah,
how often is that going to come up?
exactly.
The spiral with the line through it, the one that kind of makes you feel uneasy when you look at it, you can definitely link that back to a tribe in the sort of the Philippines kind of area of the South Pacific. They believed that you got a hard success, is that right, or an extreme?
Extreme. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they believed that the Earth was built by other creatures for other creatures, and humans were not part of the plan. And they were, that they were very sort of convinced that the original owners of the Earth would come back soon and destroy all human life on the planet. The infinity symbol is also something that is tied to that tribe, that one, and it appears that the infinity symbol is not infinity as we sort of know it, but that represented the waves, and there's a structure on top of that that represents the kind of buildings that they made that were sort of holy sites around their islands.
So like a city in the middle of the ocean kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can I make an archaeology roll since Johnny got to do anthropology?
Okay.
There you go.
I don't like that idea of a city out on the ocean that maybe only appears once every
97.
All right.
You've never
That's
even heard of a
not
city before.
Not a success.
Can't even say the word. Can't even say the word Atlantis. How annoying is that?
Or was it relay or Ryla? I don't know if anyone's ever said the pronunciation correctly.
Yeah.
It's not to be said with human tongues.
Yeah.
All right. You arrive at the university. Sorry, both boxes are back with Jack. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Johnny said take one.
Oh,
It could be good to bring the original box with us, I think.
okay.
I like the sound of that, Johnny.
Keep them split. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise,
I'll hold on to it if you need someone to.
Or maybe we should bring the new box with us because that's the one that Marcus wants. Is he with us?
He took a rubbing, didn't he?
We'll leave Marcus's favorite box with Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that he's not tempted.
nice.
He really seems fixated on it.
So Alistair is your contact at the university, Dr. Alistair Thorne. He's the professor of astronometry and celestial mechanics. And he has given you a note to give you access to the less frequented section of the library and some of the more detailed books. So you head down there. The librarian is somewhat surprised, but she takes the note from Alistair and leads you to a locked door that has a number of kind of locking mechanisms on it, including one of those gates that you have to that concertina in, and inside there is a very sort of plush room with one large desk and a number of tomes around it on all four of the walls. And she says, please come and find me when you're finished, and I will lock up.
As she leaves, I say, goodbye, Nigella.
Who's Nigella?
Nice.
Nigella.
That was an extremely deep cut old reference.
I understood that reference.
Thank you for your assistance.
There was a Cthulhu librarian, I reckon maybe 15 years ago, called Nigel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing if not consistent.
Where do you start?
Well, anthropology, I suppose, given Johnny's success.
I reckon if I start with the island, the Philippines,
Right.
people and their culture and these
Ooh.
Give me
I'll look in
recognize
symbology of some sort, if there's a
Nice.
section on that.
give me a library use roll, both of you.
I'm going to look in Easter Island stuff.
Oh,
I succeeded.
I got a hard success.
okay.
I did not get a hard success.
Johnny,
I'm rolling well.
84.
let's start with you, Johnny. So you managed to find a good deal of information on this particular tribe. They have long since died out, but the ruins of their various structures are dotted all over the area of the Philippines, which has been well documented by the tome that you're reading. The more disturbing news that you come across is they called themselves the Builders, and they believed that they were building the world for these creatures to inhabit. And the Builders performed elaborate ceremonies on each of the equinoxes, the solstices, and those frequently involved human sacrifice.
Does the builders ring any bells? Like an idea roll or?
Yeah, give me an idea roll.
42. I'm going to use 2 luck.
Ooh. You managed to sort of dig up a long forgotten memory about the builders. There seem to be a number of cults all around the world. The Aztecs, the South American ones, the various places in Europe where caves of Neolithic times have been discovered, and there are reference to building or the builders in those cultures as well. It's not entirely an uncommon word, but it's enough for you to draw that comparison.
Does it have a unique word that they use for the builders, or is it a general term that they've adopted?
Yeah, it's a general term that they've adopted, and it's obviously in their original languages. You do note that all of the terms for the builders, they all start with a L sound.
Cool. Do I see anything in the symbology?
In the symbolism. Yes. Good.
The girl on the train's name was Lilith, wasn't it?
Yes. The one who shot the professor?
That's a L sound.
We should kill everyone with the L sound at the start, I reckon.
We're in a library.
Kill it, burn it down.
Yeah.
Burn it.
Well, yeah.
The French are going to have a hard time with the L everything.
Remove an entire gender. Yes.
Yeah, John. Arthur finds a book that has all of these symbols in it, and it's basically Cthulhu mythos. These symbols are used all throughout their writings and their symbology, and you discover that they're all part of the old gods.
Do I need to make a SAN check or anything on that? Generally, when you read Cthulhu texts, there's usually a sanity roll required for.
Yeah, it's not really a Cthulhu text. It's just a reference book based around the sort of, not really the religion of Cthulhu, but the study of Cthulhu. So it's not a SAN-inducing roll, but it's very disconcerting to know that you have 2 items in your possession that appear to be Cthulhu powered.
These are the elder gods, or
Yes.
so they're the ones that fought the Cthulhu. I can't remember what you call them. So they'd be in opposition to those guys. Sorry, my brain's out. I'll grab my thing.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure in the old texts, the elder gods fought like Cthulhu and his. I'm forgetting the word, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like the Greek gods and
The outer
Titans.
gods fought the great old ones.
There you go.
So if this is the outer gods, then that doesn't make it any better. Like, they're no better, but like it gives us a context that a little bit. So is this is this more of an outer gods type?
Outer gods kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any names that come up through the symbols at all that like, is it a summoning
No, it talks about channeling, and it talks about the vibration of the universe. There's a number of things that are attached to these symbols that talk about how these symbols allow you to connect to the fabric of the universe.
Did the other box vibrate when it opened?
That's a great question.
John, was it John? What?
Yeah, did it?
So we're gonna call the first box the health box.
Good choice.
All right.
Green,
Just-
healthy.
Just so
Yes, green equals healthy, Murray. Green equals healthy.
But that was the box that was being used to funnel good health from people into the person that you stole the box off. So yeah, we'll call it the health box. So are you saying does the health box vibrate when you open it?
Yeah, when it opened for John's character.
That is, gosh, so much stuff happens when you open that box. It's kind of like it's an explosion of light, and it starts to disrupt the very fabric of reality when you
Hard
open
to
it. So
recall an exact moment. Exactly. Okay.
yeah.
It does imply we need to open the box again and pay attention.
Is there a outer god that we might know who might be attributed to this kind of thing, who deals in this kind of stuff?
Roll me a Cthulhu mythos.
No, I didn't succeed.
No, it's not clear.
Yep. Can these guys roll as well, or is that just me?
Yeah.
Thing?
I think that's just one roll for the group.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Can we assist his roll?
Oh, I would have failed. Oh, I see. Like, make it a. What's it called? We roll extra dice.
Get a yeah, an advantage.
Mm-hmm. You roll the 10s again.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
No,
No
that's-
worries.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we know the area with which to start looking in now, which is more the outer gods rather than the great old ones. So I don't know if there's certain texts that are more specific to the outer gods that we might be able to look into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
is
sure
there, like,
you guys have faced Yog Sothoth before, who's an outer god,
yep, and
or at least a splinter of it.
and Sayaga is probably my.
Well, that's
I
a
won't say-
great old one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the other side.
But is there anything in the history of Sayaga about who Sayaga fought, for instance?
Oh, yeah, that could be interesting. Who bound him between the stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some conversations with him, but he didn't mention it. So
You had a
was
lot
all-
to talk about at the time, though.
it was all communication with eyes. But yeah.
Is that the first time, Murray, that you've kind of talked to the eye or talked to Sayaga?
No, the eye and I are constant companions. No, I remember when I took the poison and thwarted Sayaga the first time. Sayaga's eye turned on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He noticed you, I think, was the
He
thing.
noticed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ish.
You also entered into the dreamlands, and so we're technically probably dead for a while. So I don't know what kind of shenanigans you got up to while you were there.
Yeah.
But
Tremendous.
are we able to make another library use roll or something like that to see if we can narrow down the search?
Yeah. Give me one more roll.
So if we could concentrate
This will
on
be
maybe
the last one
how
that
that
you go ahead.
just how that connects up to Pacific cults or Pacific worship sort of narrowed down. I don't know if I'm not sure if cults are more area specific or whether they appear all over the globe, but it might be that some ancient cultures worshipped this or more than others.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
make
Okay.
my roll by 1.
You make your roll.
By 1, yes.
Yep, I made my roll.
I do not succeed on mine.
Okay.
2 out of 10.
You discover that the constructions that the builders were creating, the most sort of notable feature about them, and bear in mind that a lot of their temples have fallen into ruin, but a lot of them had highly polished floors and, strangely enough, highly polished ceilings that recall back to the polished floor and polished ceiling of the tenement block where you first found this device, and that seemed to be a trait of their construction that differs from a lot of the other places around the world.
Right.
And the time period.
This other box, what are we calling the other box? The box of health and death or something?
Yeah, let's call it the firebox for the moment.
Firebox. The firebox is a mirror symbols. It's of a different size, but it's mirrored symbols. Is it possible that it was plucked through a reflection or something like that? And so it exists because the other box exists?
You get the feeling that is it a feeling? You get the feeling that the health box is ancient and the firebox is new.
Okay.
Is there anything about combinations of cubes in any of this book research which shows a number of cubes? So, for instance, if there's one that's ancient and one that's more recent, are there 2 others? Are there 4? Are there 6? Is there anything that connects how many boxes we might expect? And if so, are they all smaller than each other so that they could be like a Russian doll?
The text doesn't go into that kind of level of detail from what you're able to read here. It definitely talks again more about the how the symbols were used to channel the cosmic energy of the universe and focus it and train it and absorb it and give life and health to the worshippers and the buildings.
Is the box made? It's made of wood. The firebox.
No, it's metal.
Sorry, not the firebox. So the box of the health box.
The health box is wood, but it's got metal embossed
So
on the corners and
whatever time period it was, it had to be around at least colonization, right? Because that technology wouldn't have existed before that.
not that you know of. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, is anybody else got anything they want to do in the library?
We worked out where the other symbols, the ones that aren't from the South Pacific, we worked out where they are from.
No. The resources and the reference material here does not give a clear indication.
So really
just
our only
that-
lead is
that mythos
Indonesia.
connection.
Sorry,
Okay.
Johnny.
Yeah. The only thing we know about those other symbols is their mythos connection, but not geographically some part of the world.
Isn't there like an ancient temple or something? Is it Indonesia that has this crazy ancient temple on an island? I have some vague memory of a documentary.
Yeah.
Is that
Like a ziggurat or something like that.
Isn't that Cambodia?
Oh, is that Cambodia? Yeah.
But this is the Philippines.
Yeah.
So different again.
Yeah, I figured they're probably two different countries. Yeah.
Two different colonies, or should be.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
What now?
Let's open a box.
Well,
Marcus,
I'm. Oh, sorry, Marcus.
Marcus is currently, sort of sitting in an armchair, reading, some piece of pulp fiction in the library area proper. He's left you to do your research, but yeah, he's sitting there waiting your return.
So the second set of symbols were 90 degrees or 180 degrees from the first set.
No, they were horizontally flipped.
Okay.
And that doesn't matter for some of them. Some of them
Right.
are horizontally flipped and they're the exact same symbol. But yeah, for the ones that do matter, yeah, they appear to be the only difference is that they're horizontally flipped and indented into the metal box rather than
Yeah. Okay.
right.
Okay. So that
I guess
doesn't
we
really give us a clue.
go to Marcus's firing range or whatever open space he had for us to open the box safely.
Yeah, you want to ask him to take you there?
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll need to swing by the hotel and pick up the box there.
Oh, true. Yes. Okay. You find Jack sort of passed out on the couch, reeking of booze, and yes, it's clearly he's had a liquid lunch, and he's not doing a great job of guarding the box. But you pick up the firebox and take it downstairs. You're leaving the other one there.
No, we'll take them both, I reckon.
Take them both. Okay.
Well, Jack's not really up to much guarding. So.
Yep.
Clearly, he's failed in his role there. So yes, you jump back in the car, and he takes you to a federal facility. There's clearly it's in the mountains outside of San Francisco. It takes you maybe an hour to drive there, and there is a small shooting range and a number of kind of buildings there that are just sort of appear to be sort of training material and things like that. The people that are milling around they're all men. They do look a little bit maybe a little bit unrefined. You would probably call them rednecks or a group of people that are not necessarily the best of the best, and they look a little bit overweight, and they look a little bit they're not dressed very well, and Marcus in his very well-tailored three-piece grey suit appears to sort of stand out very distinctly from these other people as he navigates you through the various buildings and people coming and going. You do get a number of strange looks, and Marcus has to obviously flash his badge and vouch for you all. But after moving through the facility, he arrives at what appears to be an old quarry. He indicates that this is, is this satisfactory?
Quite.
Yeah, I think so. Do
He's
we have
planning
some
on
way of
opening it here, yeah?
opening it remotely, like at a safe distance? Or
Gentlemen,
something?
I think we know I should open the box.
Mm.
don't know if it
I
will
think-
agree with you.
Listen, I've opened the other box, and I'm here to tell the tale, so I could do this box as well.
This one's flipped horizontally, so presumably the effect will be different slightly than the previous box. So that could be...
Listen, I'm confident, okay? I'm confident that I'll survive.
Okay. And can we open the other box to heal you if it fails?
Well, perhaps that would be a good idea.
Open them face at the same time.
Face them towards each other and open them at point blank
Oh,
range.
yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? All right.
Please, let me do this.
How far are you moving back, gentlemen?
Oh, a long way back, yeah.
I want to be. I want to hold the other box that's healed
Ooh.
and be within, sprinting distance. So if something goes horribly wrong,
Is there something we can sort of stand behind, or?
Yeah, there's a there's a big stone. There's no sort of man-made structures, but yeah, you can hide behind a stone.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
You unclasp the side of the box, and it's sort of rusted and charred, but you manage to kind of pry it open. Inside is a large chunk of burnt meat, and a dense, rotting and acrid smell churns your stomach. Attached to the meat, at several points, are wires that snake out to attached to electrical components that are similarly charred and melted.
I think it's safe. I think it's safe to come over here. But maybe hold your nose.
All right.
You
Make,
go
make-
over and you see
Yep.
that.
So
Yeah.
the estimation that it in fact has been used up is correct, it would seem. So the box I'm holding has also been opened.
A couple of times.
But it didn't seem to be used up because it was affected both times it was opened.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there any jewelry or adornment on the meat?
No.
Any scarification or tattoo or anything that might show that it might be of human origin?
Yeah, does the smell of the meat remind us of any particular...
I have a little bite. No.
You're a
Yeah, you're a doctor. Can you make some kind
Yeah.
of roll to figure out what
roll me
is
a
it, an
medicine.
organ?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not a extreme success or anything, but yeah, I succeeded.
It's a heart.
Take that one off.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
It's
going to
a-
be a
Yeah.
It's a human heart.
human heart.
Well, we've all sacrificed those before, right?
On the altar of love, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Percy, you old dog.
A story for another day.
I'll take a sample of it.
Right.
So I've got a specimen.
You're just cutting a bit
Yeah.
off it. Okay.
The
Yeah.
circumstances by which we came across this box was to investigate the file.
Mhm.
Was there anything, like anyone missing, accounted for any newspaper reports about bodies being mutilated in the lead up to it since we were reading the paper? Is there anything that is recalled to our minds?
No. The the fire resulted in the deaths of 2 people, a mother and her young son, who were unable to escape the fast-moving flames. But no, there's no reports of mutilations of bodies or anything like that you recall.
Are there?
I think a trip to the morgue.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I love the morgue. The electrodes that were there, do they look like the wires? Do they look like they had a way to be outside of the box as well, or a way to connect up and electrodes to the external part of the box? For
Roll
instance,
me an
for power.
electrical engineering.
I failed. I have 10%, so I have 10%. I might make it. I did not make it.
I want to make a 10% roll. 97 again.
Again.
You've heard of wires.
Yeah, it's my second. It's my second 97 in this session.
I'm going to spend 7 luck.
No way, Johnny. You're luck tonight.
I rolled 17.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Tip that off.
Brilliant. Love it.
Come on.
Right. Where are my notes here?
Derek could assume we would all fail that roll.
With good reason.
Yes. So you look at the wires. The wires appear to be entirely contained inside the box, but they also appear to be hooked up to a number of kind of components. One of them appears to be a radio receiver and a speaker. And there is also a very small valve. You've never seen a valve that small before, and it appears to be sort of custom built.
Or even a valve, probably, with 10% for my electronics. So.
That's right.
Yeah, wow.
But what all of that means when you put it together, you're not entirely sure.
Well, it kind of smacks of the train.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. So some way of being able to channel.
Yeah.
I think we should also do some exploration around who owned the building. I don't think we did that, but find out why the building burnt down, that whether or not that has any link back to what's the group called?
SJF Holdings.
Yeah, whether they want to buy the building or that kind of stuff. So find the connection there.
Yeah, good point. That would require a trip to the city.
Yeah.
The
Are we kind of done here,
morgue.
guys?
I think so. I'm
Yes,
keen to go to the morgue to
and
see
the
if
City
anyone's
Hall.
had their chest their heart been cut out.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
Yeah, Marcus is willing to take you anywhere. He seems really rattled by the fact that there's a human heart in there.
Well, rattled's
What did
better
we
than
try to tell
disappointed.
you?
Are you okay, Marcus?
Well, imagine if you tried to open this in the hotel room. Yeah.
He's looking at it and he's sort of going up, but it's all of a sudden, all of this is very suddenly real to him. And he says, all right, I see what you mean about keeping my mind open. I'll let me know where you want to go next and I'll take you.
You're probably not going to like this if you're at all queasy, but we want to go to the morgue.
Oh, right. Because it's a heart. I get it. All right. Sure. Yeah. And he turns and starts to walk back to the car.
Would you like me to
While
drive?
we're walking back to the car,
Shh. He hands over the keys. Yeah.
any word on Lilith? I ask him.
Yeah, she's been under arrest ever since then. She'll be brought up on charges of manslaughter. It looks like they're not going. They understand that it was an accident, but yeah, we're doing what we can to help her. You can see color coming back into his face as he talks about something that is a little bit more real.
Mundane.
Any information on the frequency that was recovered?
No. Our people are still working on what it said. He didn't mention any radio frequencies or hertz or anything like that while he was
It
conducting the
was,
experiments.
I believe the object that we recovered had the exact frequency on it.
Yeah. We've tried replicating that, and it doesn't seem to do what you said it did.
Have you raided his house and looked for evidence there?
Yeah, we can. We have people in New York who are looking through that.
I guess that's all that can be done.
Good call. Yeah. So you still keen to drive?
Happy to drive.
Yeah. You all bundled into the car and leave this kind of slightly odd facility that appears to be kind of training a whole wide range of people, and you start to move your party back to the center of town. Marcus is sitting in the front seat and obviously checking the mirrors again frantically. At one point, he stops and he says, "I believe we are being followed."
Well, what would you like us to do?
He pulls out a gun from his holster and he says, "Just keep going the way you're going." But it's a black car with running sideboards and wood paneling on the side.
I have drive of 20%. Just FYI.
Are you in? I thought this smacked of a blooming JFK adventure. I wonder whether he's in any state to shoot.
Yeah. Well, he seems to be holding his gun like he's about ready to do it. And he sort of casually leans out the window and adjusts the side mirror and looks through it. And holds his gun and cocks it. And we shall find out what happens next week on the Call of Cthulhu Frequency Expedition.
Very cool. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you in the next one.
All right. Bye-bye.